Hey y'all, this is Ishnai Ciarfox, and welcome to my stream. I'm sorry I'm a bit late for the past few days. I kind of got rather sick and I couldn't stream. Um, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Rescued by Miyu, Yuri decides to continue chasing after Hisoka. Across the mists of the Lake of Departed stands a massive torii leading to the shrine on the water. And I'm bringing a bunch of stuff. Just to be safe. Not like I use any of it. Half the time. More than half the time. Anyways. To the other side. Yuri ponders what she saw at the Lake of Departed, Hisoka's shadow vanishing into a thick mist of veil of mist. She recalls the tall torii gate rising from the lake, marking the entrance to the shrine on the water. Could Hisoka be at that shrine? Yuri knows she must find a way across. She goes to investigate the shrine of the ephemeral. Hisoka went to the lake on top. I'm certain the large torii gate is visible from the lakeside. There must be something out there. If Hisoka's out there, it might be some clues to her room on where she went. Do, 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 do. Yep. I've already forgot the layout of this house. Ay. Is that the radio on?
Forgive me.
Take a picture? Hold on, let me take a picture. And I don't need to get it off that. Forgive me, is that the girl that she couldn't save? Old text about the shrine on the water was left on the bookshelf. Good thing that she could find it immediately. Oral tradition tells of a shrine on the water. It's said to be the source of life and home to the sun god. People summoned by the cry of the mountain is said to pass through the shrine on their way to the gods. There are claims of people offering up their thoughts and their souls to release them from their suffering. The shrine appears in several folk tales, but unfortunately no trace of the building itself has ever been found. The question is, where is this shrine located? Could it lie on top of a literal body of water, as the name suggests? The Lake of the Departed is on the summit. On the summit is always covered in mist. The silhouette of a torii gate can be seen when the sun sets. If that is the shrine on the water, it is likely only certain individuals, those granted special permission, were allowed to approach via boat. Maybe this is Hisoka's journey. Everyone has secrets. Secrets they never tell anyone. Secrets that cannot be shared. When people go missing, they take those secrets with them. Maybe it's the weight of those secrets that drive them to disappear. They must want to escape the heavy burden. Someday Yuri may learn of my secrets, my scars, but then we might finally be able to open up to each other. Maybe I'll be able to face this head on and make a fresh start. The radio was turned off. I didn't turn off the radio. Oh, it's still on. Why am I doing this when there's no... I'm surprised if she had that camera, she didn't have like a stockpile of those, you know, film in her room. Anyways. Let's check on the two girls. How are they doing? Miyu isn't here. I guess she woke up and wandered somewhere. That's not good. What's with... I repeat, we need a leash for these girls. Seriously. I'm more and more thinking that we should tie them to the beds. In a non-sexual way. Where's Rin? And Ruri. Ruri? Ruri. Oh, she's there. Good.
If you leave, you won't be coming back. You're still not sure, are you? You're wondering if you should go or if you should stay.
Have anything else to say? Nope. Okay. Ah, which reminds me, I can upgrade my camera. I've been playing a bit in my free time, mainly because I love this game. And I need help. But of course I haven't gone any further than this. Hosoka is the Shrine of the Water on the other side of the lake. There's a boat in the Shrine of Ephemeral. I can use it to get across. Who's gonna attack me? Who's gonna attack me? What recycled character's gonna attack me? There's a boat in there. Shrine Maiden was in it. Must be the boat they used to reach the other shrine. Yeah, I know where it is. No worries. It's just what is locked to get in the way of me going there. It's there. Yeah. Go to the boat. Go to the boat. $90. Nice. Paper. Oh, you guys. I saw them. Oh, there's 2 ghosts that I managed to touch. Oh. I need to show you what I saw with them. The problem is they res each other, which makes it hard to touch. So these are the guys I haven't touched. I need to remember which ones I did touch. I'm not waiting for them to attack. Let me touch you. Keep rezzing each other. Let me touch you. Touch you! Ah! Okay, let me show the ones that I saw. No, it's not photographs. Don't care about that. Records. Is it the Twisted Guardian one? Where's the Pale Mistress? Ah, yeah, this was one of them. So creepy!
I'll be waiting for you. Always. I'll be here.
Aw, she was never chosen. That's sad. And the other one is this one. The guy who hangs himself. look like he particularly wants to do it. Oh, hi. Oh, that's why he has a glass in his back. I skipped it so I didn't have watch it. So he kind of didn't want to, but of course the mountain forced him to. Fuck! I suck at this. The Shrine of Ephemeral houses 3 pillars who guard the mountain's pure water. One for the caskets, one for the forbidden flame, one for the water. The water passes through the shrine and purified by the flame. To proceed, one must receive permission from 2 maidens. With the 2 keys, receive blessing of the maidens on the water. Oh, good that we know that and it's not 3. Rather than, you know, the token 3. I wonder which maidens I need to. It said flame, so my guess is up there. Well, that's the casket altar. Okay. Let's head this way so we can go to the casket altar. And I forgot which of the other ones we go to already. Was the other one a flame one? I don't remember. I can relook at that note after I go. To the casket. Am I even going the right direction? Yes, yes I am. Where would the flame altar be? It's the Hall of Caskets. Or do I have to go straight there and it'll show me from there? How would I just go straight there to the... Just go through that water room. I hate... Who's gonna attack me? Right on the water. I was thinking that it would... There's something on the boat. White boat with a water design must belong to that bride. I've been chosen to be the Great Pillar. This is such an honor. A girl from a tiny village becoming the Great Pillar. The others maidens wept. They wouldn't stop crying, so I had to console them. I will be the Great Pillar. They gave me the name Kurosawa. From now on, I shall be called Ones Kurosawa. Camilla. Oh, I didn't realize there was a door back there. Must be on the other side of the gate. The key to the gate must be somewhere in that building. Okay. But why lead up there? Is this where one of the keys is? No, okay. You were just showing me a ghost that I couldn't take a picture of in time. Got it. I'm gonna go over and get that item. Can I go over and get that item? Yes, yes I can. Do I want to go over there and get that item? Might as well. No, it's who's gonna attack me? You know, the lack of attacks that I've been receiving is kind of worrying. Shadow lurking in the dark. Okay. Door is now open. Shadow in the lattice. Looks like it's broken down. At least this room. Dripping is creepy. That was awesome of me. Let me touch him. A leaf flower. Just go there for that. Okay. Yeah, but how do I get that? Or do I have to pull it up there? Is that a man? Or is that a woman? Can't tell. Is there any items over here? Oh, there's a door. Where does that lead? No, back around here. I can go back around here and... Okay, cool. Maiden staring at water. Osaka's on the other side. There are several large ceremonial flowers lying on the surface. Beyond them I can see a gate, seemingly floating on the water. Nothing but mist beyond the gate. Okay. Sorry, I've forgotten this map already, so if I keep... Do I want to? Goes to the womb cave. Do I want to? The answer is no. I'm being rather straightforward with this. I'm not exploring much because I'm not sure if I can get much out of this. Up the stairs we go. La, 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 la. Up there. Okay. Had a momentary mind moment. Actually, let's see if there's anything in here. I say I'm going straight for things, but then I proceed to not. Me, consistency, no. Oh, Hangone, what are you doing here? I mean, keep chilling inside that wall. I don't need to be shadow touch, thank you. That's what's glowing in your hands right now. Be there soon. Okay. Can you attack me yet? No, you're just gonna hang around. Hardy har har. So I can get it down to a fatal frame. Too soon. Up there. Sorry, I'm dead set on getting fatal frames at this rate. Becky. Now let's see what we have here. 24. Got it. 61, 24. Now let's go where we're supposed to go. For realsies this time. Going the right way. Okay. We go this way. Who shall I murder now? That's where the grandmother, right? Grandmother. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. 6. Those without power shall not be placed in reliquaries. If one who is weak is placed inside, they will not survive the pain of the black water and enter the netherworld. Those tainted souls shall not be given a proper death. Hi, hi! How are you doing? It's been a while. What am I looking for in here? Oh, I can understand being busy with that. I will go for this first. The item is down there. Oh, okay. I have to pull up that body. How is your little one doing? I'm gonna go for this real... No, no, no. I want the item. Give me the lens. Cool. Yeah, I've been pretty busy with health problems and stuff, so something shiny on the corpse, whatever it is, it's saying I might be able to get it down. Let's loosen the rope. Oh, we have to go back down in there? Oh, we've pissed off some spirits. Sorry to hear that. Ouch. Oh no, that way's locked. I'm guessing I have to attack something. Where's one of the doors open? There's no other way out, is there? Nope, I have to go back through that room. Something's gonna attack me! Have you ever played, been playing a lot of Ark lately? So has my oldest nephew. He really loves that game. Being hit. Yep, I knew I was gonna be attacked. I got him one of the expansions and he's just been, that's all he talks about. I think my computer would explode if I try and play Ark. Stay away from me. Can't. Fuck. You know what? I'm changing. First I'm healing, then I'm changing. So I really don't want to deal with this small room trying to... Frame kill. Yay! Touchy, touchy. Is from what I'm hearing, you actually have to tame monsters in real time? Well, not monsters, dinosaurs. Okay, now that I have 2 of them, do I go ahead and go back? Yeah, I probably have to go back. Kinda. Probably can do some stuff that boosts it, I'm guessing. Okay, let me remember to switch back to type 7. I don't have money right now at all. I haven't. I had to quit my other job for medical reasons, and of course, medical stuff costs a lot of money. Like I was in the ER. Where am I going? ER back in July or June. I don't remember. And so I have like a $10,000 payment I have to make to them. So, oh hi. Best part is they didn't figure out what was wrong with me, so I've kind of been too sick to really work right now. That was too close! I mean, the only reason why I have this game right now is my sister bought it for me for helping her out house sitting. Probably gonna attack me now that I did that. Oh no, you don't do that. You don't collect that black stuff. Yeah, I keep going to see doctors and they have no answer for it, but I have a strong suspicion of what it could be, but they're not willing to actually say what it is. Because I got these symptoms right after I got the second COVID shot, like immediately after. It's not that I'm anti-vax, I just really think that that's the correlation of doing it. Damn. I hate small rooms trying to fight. I always have to say immediately that I'm not anti-vax. I got the vaccine. But what resulted was more migraines, dizzy spells, which I've managed to, after all this time using herbs, to get kind of under controls, but the dizzy spells would be constant. The one thing that I'm completely missing is I've had severe memory loss, like short-term and long-term memory loss. And that's the key thing that kept me... Herbs, what's it? It's Quercetin. It's not that kind of herbs. It's, that and, what else? Oh, vitamin B1 have helped, but I still have memory loss. So it isn't weed, it's just... This is Alabama, we can't get weed. It's, Okay, now that I have it, where else do I go? Oh, wait! I went the wrong way! I remember now! Sorry, my memory. Like I said, my memory is bad. I was supposed to go around that way. I went the wrong way. Ginkgo? I could try that. But I even went to a neurologist, and that cost a lot of money, and they still didn't... I don't have insurance anymore, so... It reached the point where we didn't actually have food one month, at the end of the month, because we had run out of money. So... all that fun jazz. Now let's see what monster will attack. Should I heal? Yeah, I should probably heal. And no, I can't get on disability because it's not federally recognized as a problem. And I can't get compensation for it because it's still not recognized as a problem. Oh, good thing I immediately got that out. Yeah. Yep. Too close. I mean, too soon. You're about to do that. Are you gonna glance me? Save people. Fatal Frame has to do with, there are certain people who have been, well, at least for this one, there's a mountain that's haunted that causes people to either kill themselves or just disappear. And basically we're trying to save some people who ended up being stuck there using this camera, which is, at least in the first game, was believed to, you know, seal their soul within the camera so that you don't have to worry about them, but it's kind of evolved over the past 5 games. It's a horror game, and it's a really good horror game. Because the best shots that cause the most damage, you have to wait till they attack. Yeah, I hate this move for her. Gotta dodge her until now. But each one of them has a specific, like, the first one was set in a manor. The second one was set in a village. The third one was set at a dream manor. It's all Japanese. The fourth one was set on an island. And this one is, nearly there. Oh, sorry about that. We're gonna do the spinny thing. Too soon. Fatal frame kill. Okay. I would say I won't be able to check until this thing is over because of no place to run. Large key, its engraving reminds me of black boxes. I have to run all the way there. But yeah, as much as I love this series, this is actually the first game I've ever been able to play of it. Actually, it would be faster if I around that way. And this is a PC version of it. It originally came out on the Wii U for this game, Fatal Frame 5. probably going to attack by 2 of those water ones in this area here, but... It's a way to get into the lattice under the stairs. They're making us go everywhere on this map. An extra life thing? Probably. I just don't get enough viewers that would notice if I did. That's the sad part. But I could try. Oh, I'm surprisingly not attacked. What is this? Well, I've been sick off and on recently with other stuff that I haven't been able to stream a lot, but I could probably do a stream sometime about that. My schedule is kind of out of it. Some weeks I will did it turn around? No. I will spend every week streaming, and other times I just don't. Reliquary key. The reliquary is now open. What will attack me? Why am I getting inside the reliquary? That sounds like... I'm gonna grab that real quick. I feel like the grandmother's gonna show up and... Oh, it actually leads somewhere. Oh, cool. I was expecting the grandmother to come along and, like, lock me in again. Old text has been left on the altar. Make out the word glance. To glance into someone is to take their thoughts, their secrets. The weak do so with a touch, while the strong can do it with a look, a true glance. However it is done, the result shall be the same. This power is the netherworld. I love the Japanese version of it. The netherworld just sounds so Minecraft kind of thing. The other world would sound cooler. By drenching oneself in the mountain's waters, the heart melts and joins with the water, strengthening the one who glances. Getting closer to death also brings strength and allowing one to take on more thoughts, more secrets. Strong thoughts make strong pillars. The thoughts are sealed with the pillar inside the reliquary. To open the box and let those thoughts overflow is to invite disaster, and it is forbidden. Alright, thank you! Hope you have a good night. What hand shall grab me now? Oh, moon. It's kind of creepy, that is. Now that we have that moon, where do we go from here? Do I get attacked? Do I have enough to go back? I don't really want to run all the way back. I'm trying to figure out what to do. No, I can use the whatchamacallit to see if it'll show me. No, it will not. It gets me pointed this way, but it doesn't show me a person. Guess I'll go back through. I'm going the long way. Probably going the long way. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Anything else gonna attack me while I walk across this room? No? No. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. I have to go through the water room again. Right? Or no? Yeah, I do. As I proceed to go the wrong way, 'cause I cannot remember maps. Where do I go from here? I have moon. Do I go to the the casket altar? I shall proceed to belong. Just go ahead. Go upstairs. Try and go to the casket. I mean, that's one of the other places we haven't run to. Altar. Or do we have to run down to the water casket one? The actual casket that's down there in the water. That, what's her name? Mia. Mia? I'm forgetting everything. Ignore me. I will be forever lost. Fuck. I shall jump out of my skin because this is a small area to be. Your mask fell off. Where the? No, you're not doing that. We're gonna do this dance for a bit, aren't we? Touchy, 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 touchy. New item. Ooh, zero film. Yeah, I guess we do have to go down there then. As I spin around like a top. Or do I have to go to the wind cave? That girl was walking towards it, wasn't it? Nope. Going upstairs. Not getting marks for how long I'm playing this game. I mean, this level for. If not, I'm gonna go to the womb cave. That's where I need to go. I guess that's where I need to go. Should have listened to that girl in the picture. Not picture. That I took a picture of, not in the picture. So go around here. Go that way. Oh, that leads behind here. So I was half right. I stupid. Yay. These women? They must be. Where will you lead me? Oh. Key in the book. Through training, shrine maidens approach death. The closer they get, the more they lose themselves, but the maiden must keep strong. By getting closer to death, it is possible to know everything. This is how we are able to glance people's thoughts. We all leave behind powerful echoes of ourselves, and as long as these echoes remain, a soul cannot move on. A shrine maiden must help the soul pass on to the netherworld. Or they could call it the spirit world. That'd also be cool. They must take on these final thoughts, resonate with them, and continue to embrace them. This is the shrine maiden's true role. The crouching statues they must represent. Now I can go there that I kept on going there. Yay! I'm gonna be attacked. gonna stay there. I'm just gonna keep attacking you. I swear these ones are broken. I noticed this on the other ones that they just stay there, not moving until you have to hit them a certain amount of time. Stuck. I'm wet. Cause more damage. I haven't checked the new lens we got. Upgrades the zero lens. Yeah, but I don't often get zeros. I don't really have anything else to use it on. Let's see if I can remember the way around to it. Sorry, I am used to be good at this, and I'm horrible at directions now. Again. Go to the water room. Switch back. Probably heal. Yeah, and then go up the stairs. Maidens in the black water in Weather Quarries as pillars. The maidens sleep as pillars, neither alive nor dead, reliving the pain of others in a cycle unending. The stronger the pillar, the greater pain they endure. When the pain is too much, the box opens and the pillar melts into the black water. This weakens the ward against the shadow spring, and so the mountain cries out in pain. A cry as a maiden's pain, sign of calamities to come. So, what happens with the Shadow Spring if all of them die eventually? Because the maiden will be gone sometime. It's a water garden. Camera's reacting to it. Something in the photo. Gate is open. The shrine. That open? Oh. Oh. Okay. Statue. Shrine turn the fate. It's with the gate. Old text. Once the black water flowed forth, but 3 strong pillars threw themselves in, and the shadow spring was sated. The 3 pillars eventually succumbed to the darkness. They live on as statues in the shrine of the ephemeral. The 3 pillars collapsed, and 5 more took their place. All Mount Hikami became a barrier, one the black water could not overcome. As long as Mount Hikami stands, the black water shall never again overflow. Oh. Match the photo. So I have to go to the place above there. Almost there. Come on now. Zoom. Oh well. Touchy touch? Touchy touch? Not gonna let me touchy touch, are you? There we go. How did they ever survive without cameras? The gate is open. Get in the boat. I'm on a boat! I had to make that joke. Oh look, something shiny I can touch. How many things will attack me at once? Shrine on the water. Creepy. Oh, if that's not a warning. How dangerous is it? They keep leaving film everywhere. And it's not the crappy kind, it's the actual, you know, high-grade stuff. Where do I go? Towards the item? Towards the item. Oh. Okay. That is no fair.
Place to
Oh, good that I got one back. Yeah, this is a warning. Get onto that one. Don't think I can. Can I? Is that where I came from? I don't think I want to go that far yet. I probably will have to go that way. Let's see what this building is back here that I can open up. Oh, lots of things in here. I hate those. Type 0. Yeah. I wonder if this is a warning. I wonder. Yeah, now we go that way. Which way do I want to go? Nice that it can float. Yeah, I'm getting very bad feelings off this. Not putting it on. Just looking for more items. Who shall I fight today? Of course it isn't. Touch.
Hisoka.
Stay away, Yuri. You mustn't be here.
Too late.
I have become a pillar. This is it for me. If I stay here, you'll be safe. So please, just go.
In the Japanese version, it says, "I'll never forgive you."
No, I
I
won't
won't let you do it.
I
Seems
think that's
so much
more.
alike. If you still want to die, I'll die with you. You may think that you have no one, but that's not true. You're not alone. I'm here with you. So please, just stay with me. Even if it's just for a while. Just a little longer.
Do you remember that time? The promise we made? Please.
I think "I'll never
Just
forgive
stay
you"
for a
still
little while.
farmer. Hi. Cheeky little thing.
Hisoka!
So, if I shoot you with this camera, will you go back to normal? You know, lose the long hair, all that jazz. You know, stop your emo phase. Too soon. Fuck. Messed up there. A bit. A lot. Right to that. Don't like that. The bubbles making her untrackable. Load. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to 61. Load, 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 load. Fuck that up. The bubble things, I'm just gonna. I wanted to do that. Don't know if that stuns or what. Gotta do the bubbles. Or not. So close. Touchy, 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 touchy.
I've been waiting so long.
There we go.
Forgive me.
Funny how that girl was at the same rock, same time of day. Just general statements.
I see. So she's... That's good then. It's hard to explain. I'm sad that she's gone, of course. But I feel relieved. She's been missing for so long. The worst part was not knowing. I just needed to know what happened to her, no matter what. Thank you.
Don't. It's all right. I finally found you. Everything's going to be okay.
No, no, it's not, because it's not the end of the game yet.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
Come on, Hisoka. Let's go home. Together. We've spent enough time in this place.
You think it's over. Sweet summer child. This drains while I'm under. No, it's too late. I didn't try and look at the other directions. I'm good. Let's go. I have spent over an hour on this level. Is it this way? It's dry again now. That way? Yeah. I don't think we will get out of this without the crazy lady coming after us. Or we might. Who knows? Ooh, look. Boat. And I get to scream. Oh, wow, we made it without... Now. Put a leash. On everyone. Along with, you know, talismans and all other stuff. Wards.
It's nice and warm. It's such a little thing, but I've never really noticed just how much of a difference a little warmth can make. I wanted to jump, but now... Can I please stay here? Just for a while. This is just what I need. Right now.
Cute.
It's nice and warm.
You boarded the boat of passage, was taken to the Shrine of Water, found a destination for shrine maidens said to become pillars. Yuri found Hisaka inside the shrine and took her safely back to the antique shops. The bond between the two of them grew even stronger. I got lost. Why did I get an S? Oh! Okay, Rin. Dark sun is followed, then the mountain will not let them go. Rin must protect them alone. Why do you keep them in the shop? You could probably send them on a, I don't know, cruise. You know, bullet train. I don't know. Probably just because I'm gonna be in a setup I don't like. I'm just not. I'm gonna spend a lot of points on this, I know, but it's close quarters, and I don't like close quarters. You know, I buy 90 and I never use it. Dark Sun. Miyu, Miku, Saka, and Yuri all fall into unusually deep slumber. Ren fears that while this persists, the defenseless group may be vulnerable to attack. Time to get those surveillance cameras. Or get into a car, put them all in the car, and drive away. Or a van. That might look creepy, putting women into vans. But I mean, it'll keep them safe. Rin knows he must find out what's going on with Mount Hikami before something comes to pay a visit. Oh, everything's gonna come to visit, I'm guessing. Ooh, red rain. Creepy. By the end of this, all the children will be missing. Well, girls will be missing, right?
But sunrise isn't for another few hours.
Do, do, do. Dark sun is after you. Wrong dress. Oh, hi. that light. It might be a sign something strange happening on Mount Hikami. Something might be on its way here again. Should keep an eye on the surveillance cam. What? The, you know... hair wasn't stating enough on that? Creepy.
They're here.
Oh, really? All of them are going to be very forceful. Dead yet? I don't really care about touching them right now. Why do I even care about getting a fatal frame? No touchy girl. Gotta go rescue them. What if I break all the clocks? So this is just gonna be a constant run. Attack me. At least let me pass. Me do this dance. Will you dance? You know I don't use this special ability enough. I keep forgetting about it. Touchy? Let's go. Save me, you. Ryu's haven't. Yeah, I know. I'm going up the stairs to do that. What do you think I'm doing? Touchy? Shadowborn. Where ghost marriages take place, tales of children of the dead are often found. They are known as Shadowborn or children of the underworld and are feared by the people. The Shadowborn. Once a man beloved by a girl living in a small mountain went missing in the mountains. In a small village, excuse me. Every day the girl went to the mountain shrine to pray for his return, but years went by and the man never came back. After 10 years, the girl had lost her mind. She went on living, talking to a man who wasn't there. One day the villagers noticed that she was with child. She said that the man who had gone missing was the father. Ignoring the talk of the village about the identity of the father, she gave birth alone. The baby girl was born had the missing man's eyes. As for the man, he was an outsider who had stumbled upon the village. It later transpired he was killed by the villagers 10 years prior. When the child learned how to speak, she asked the villagers, "Why did you kill my father?" Creepy. Seems to be alright, except having nightmares. The ghost is nowhere to be seen. Check under the bed! Or there. Having a fun time in that wall. Almost. Almost. There we go. Touchy. Touchy. Actually, is there anything I can upgrade on your camera? No. As I get turned around. Riri is breathing quietly in a deep slumber. What's that book? It's about folk tales to run. You can see it from here? Was Riri reading this? Water has been deified at Mount Hikami for centuries. The water from the Lake of Departed envelops the mountain in a mist. To the locals, this water is the source of the soul, where the soul returns in death. We have heard this multiple times before. This belief likely spread due to the water being tied to everything within the wet, humid climate. The people feared nature, revered it, and lived among it. This may show the true character of the locals. Okay. Then I confirm. Having nightmares, but otherwise seems okay. Let's Five
Mount
Nights at
Hikami.
Freddy's.
Here on the mountain, water itself was revered and worshipped.
Yeah?
Souls come from the water. And it's where
Which
they
one's
return
that
from
one?
death.
You know, I'm gonna go check on what's her name? Yuri? Yeah, Yuri. Because their camera was acting up. I think it was Yuri's one that was acting up. Let's snoop. Yuri's diary. Maybe there's some clues. The words "I won't let you" brought me back to my senses. They overwhelmed me. I like the I won't forgive you. I don't know why they changed it in the English version. The words were so powerful, so absolute, they really got to me, but really got me to stick around with something small. Yusoka's favorite words, "Sometimes a cup of coffee makes all the difference." It was such a little thing, but I never noticed it. Yuri's bathed in red glow, but still everything seems to be fine. Something fell. What book Yuri was reading? Will a hand grab it? Is there a face under? Yes! Yes, there is. Let's try that again. The beliefs of Mount Hakami are related to beliefs found all over the country. Water is life, and in death the soul must return there. People came to the mountain to return their souls to the mother that gave it them. To die a proper death. The belief that dying in the mountain's waters was somehow proper. This shows a strong yearning for nature itself, with death just another part thereof. I mean, you can always just... I hear you singing too, so I'm going down to your room. Haruka? I don't remember her name. Is that the next one that's going to attack me? Oh, 0. And there's a lot of it. That's not worrying some. I say that, but I don't use it. Somebody should put wards on these girls. Inhabitants of Mount Akami have long held particular beliefs about life and death. We're gonna go over this again! People would go there for special rituals and offer their lives to the dark waters of the mountain. Akami is well known for many suicides to take place there. Yes!
Souls are born of water, and water is what they revert to.
Is it? You know, they should recruit other people to also
To
help.
seek death in the waters of the mountain was to be reborn.
Yeah.
A means to a proper death.
Yeah, that's what we read before. It's the suicide woman with the cut. You know, I didn't expect you to be right there. No, I don't want to use that. Too soon. Those eyes. Look away. Ooh, shiny books. Lovely books. You finished? Yeah. Offer me the knife. Touchy. I didn't want to open that. I wanted to touchy.
It's calling.
Yeah, I know. The brother's calling you, but... Should you really listen if the... whatchamacallit's calling you? What the fuck is she doing in my house? I think she was on the other side. Do I have to fight her in these close quarters? That light actually disturbed me. Something in her room. Yes, there's something. Looks like she otherwise seemed fine. Ask her what she saw there, but I got more urgent things on my hand. I should keep walking. I say as I decide to read. There's a notebook. Just couldn't make it. Just as I thought I had her, she fell. Akari? I couldn't save her. Forgive me, those words still echo in my head. Maybe chasing after Hikari. I pushed her too far. I'm so relieved. Thank you. The Force niceties made it so much harder. After that call, I cried so much I thought I might die. She slipped through my fingers. I feel like Yuri will too. How's she doing? Because the tall woman was near here, wasn't they? Oh well. What? There's an item? Here? Oh. Nice. Fuck. Fuck! Here's stone. Now that I've snooped around in other people's rooms, let's go back. I love the chair isn't even in the shadow of him sitting. Hi!
You will not
What the fuck? I'm finished. That being there. You must move. This might be the end. My body is growing colder and my blood runs clear like water. My body shakes with the mountain. I can't move. I wanted Mr. Hojo to get away at least, but he can't escape. He has become an outsider. He must choose. The one who doesn't choose will be thrown away. I don't think Mr. Hojo will be able to do it. But it's already too late. He needs to choose someone. He needs to end it with someone. Creepy. Should I check on somebody? Phone. That be in the main room. Hi!
You will not escape.
Peeking. about to be attacked by that dude that helped get the pictures? Because he's going to talk to me and say it's your fault. Yes! I was just guessing since... I think get attacked by 2 people? What? No, just 1. Shadow, whatchamacallit. Touchy. I guess he couldn't accept what she looked like with the... Oh, he's alive still. With the black water in her. They get broken and then left in a failed reliquary, I think. That sucks.
This one here is to be bound as well.
Creepy. What do you have here for me? I see. Making that sound. That's annoying. What am I missing? This is gonna annoy me. Oh. Should have known that. The black boxes found in Mount Nakami were filled with life, with death, and with fear. In short, they were filled with human sacrifices. Shrine maidens were put in these reliquaries to protect locals by appeasing the Shadow Spring. The Shadow Spring served as a bridge to the netherworld. In other words, beneath the water, the source of all life, exists the underworld. The black water came from the underworld itself, and with it came disaster and ruin. The border between life and death was faint in that place. The Shrine Maidens were said to take on the memories of people who came to die. It seems to be similar to spirit channeling seen in other parts of the country. To take on memories of the dying is to share in death. Maidens glance people's souls as they die, taking their secrets as they are sealed away in reliquaries. The Shrine Maidens become one with the water to connect the people with the people they glanced. The Shrine Maidens ferry the people to their death via the water. The maidens of Mount Hikami presided over death, but this may have been an effort to protect those still living. The original practice relied on Shrine Maidens. They were the ones guarding the border between worlds. They had two main duties. First was to oversee the deaths of those who made the pilgrimage to Mount Nikami. The second one...
And in order to preserve the water's purity, Shrine Maidens
We're
were
going over
chosen
this
to be
again.
Mortal flowers, human sacrifices,
Oops.
or pillars
That's in the
offered up to
wall
the
up
water.
there. That's my room. Yeah, that creeps me
They
out.
were placed inside those black boxes.
One opens behind. That's not good. Oh, hi. 3 of them. Oh, God. I hate. Soon. Dodge. Dodge. Holy fuck. Didn't mean to do that. How do I get out of that? There's 4 of them. Get them? How? Oh, this is annoying. God, I brought a lot of water. I mean, not water. Just checking up on them. For all that bullshit! There's an item. Old book. Ghost marriage. Maidens with castics suffer through an eternal cycle of life and death as they slowly melt into the water. To protect the mountain, shrine maidens must endure that pain and suffering alone until they can take no more. There is a ceremony to soothe the suffering of the main soul, allowing the pillar to persist longer. This is called ghost marriage. Living men are brought to the mountain as grooms for the suffering shrine maidens. They choose their maiden, then exchange their vows. At the moment their souls join, her soul is said to return to this world. The maiden is then placed back into her casket, groom in tow, so she can continue to uphold the border between life and death. Until a maiden is bound by a ghost marriage, she is alone. She must wait to be chosen. This ritual invokes emotions that transcend life and death. Perhaps this is a part of the deep-rooted belief of this religion, where nature is both feared and revered by the people. I'm just gonna go and... Don't tell me. No, I was just say, I hope I didn't waste any, you know, important on that, but no. Just gonna run to each one of the rooms. Seems to go through it faster than, you know. It's just... Running back and forth just seems to be faster, but I guess we have to play it your way, game. Gonna real quickly check. In your room. Nothing? Okay. Just the doors didn't shut so quickly.
Hisoka, Yuri, Miyu, Miku, Rui. I was right to bring them back.
Not back into here. You could
What
have
will happen
left
when
them.
the mountain loses its pillars?
Who cares? Oh, would you look at that? Are you still asleep? Pinch yourself. Do you want to enact what you're seeing on there? Okay. Let's do it. Wait, what? I've been here before. This is where the ghost marriage ceremonies were held. What? I am confused. I am the confuseled. I'm having delusions again. I have a harem now! I have a harem. I have a harem. I have a harem. Rin learned of the true purpose of the rituals performed at Mount Hikami. The mountain acts as a boundary between the world of the living and that of the dead, a place where the souls of visitors were returned to the water for which they were born. I think we already know this information that's been repeatedly hit into our heads. Shrine beds absorb the memories of the dying, and when they could take no more, they are sacrificed in reliquaries. Ghost marriages serve to console and strengthen the souls of those sacrificed. Wedded couples were thrown into the darkness that led to the other world. Sorry. S. That last fight was bullshit. Oh, last drop. Okay, I'm gonna save that for tomorrow's episode. Hopefully I'm well enough to do that. This was Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night, whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. Love y'all. Bye.